Today we're looking at the hidden bike trails of Folsom, California. We're starting off on the well-traveled and busy American River Bike Trail at the Willow Creek Recreation Area because this is the easiest point to jump off onto those hidden bike trails, which are otherwise pretty difficult to find. Now, the American River Bike Trail is an amazing trail, but it can be crowded with speeding roadies and pedestrians, especially on the weekends. The trails we are going to look at today are hidden from most folks on the main path. Hey, how you doing? You usually won't find any regular bike speedsters on these trails as they're not really suited for pelotons or pace lines. That's great news for us as these trails are absolutely perfect for trikes. They have lots of fun tight corners, lots of rolling hills, and some great downhill runs. Leaving the Willow Creek Recreation Area, we need to get to Folsom Boulevard. There are a number of streets and trail exits that can get us there, but most are unmarked and difficult to find unless you know exactly where to look. This is probably the easiest way to get there from the main trail. Take a left onto the trail and you'll quickly come to a bridge. Before crossing the bridge, take a right and that trail will lead you right to Folsom Boulevard. The trail takes you right to Folsom Boulevard. Here you'll find a few places you can park if you wanted to start your ride from this area. I'd recommend parking in the lot across from Dos Coyotes, as the Dos Coyotes parking lot has a lot of 2-hour only parking signs. I have seen a lot of bikers parking in that lot for the day, so it may not be an issue. When we arrive at Folsom Boulevard, we'll need to cross the street. I'd strongly suggest dismounting and walking your trike. It's a busy street with lots of folks making right-hand turns without looking. We're going to the left after crossing Folsom Boulevard, so you'll also have to cross Blue Ravine Road. And that was the hard part. You found Willow Creek Trail. Now you have car-free trails for miles and miles. Our ride today turned out to be an 18-mile loop, and it was a perfect day for triking. The trail winds its way up through Folsom to El Dorado Hills. There are so many twists and turns, loops and exits, that you can get lost pretty easily. I have. But it's never too hard to find your way back to the main trail. There are a few maps along the route to help you see where you are and where you may be going. Here we're approaching Oak Avenue, one of the few big streets we'll have to cross, and be very careful here because I've seen a number of people blow right through this stoplight, so make sure you take your time and look both ways. Here we're approaching one of the many parks that you'll find alongside the trail, so there are plenty of places to take a break and there are plenty of restrooms. Most of the pools and the ponds that you'll see on the trail are seasonal. So if you're riding in the wintertime and we had decent rain, then you'll see beautiful ponds and pools like this. In the summertime, it's usually all dried up. We're approaching an area I call the duck ponds because there are usually a lot of ducks here. If you turn to your left, the trail takes you out to a shopping area with many restaurants, a Raley's with an outdoor seating area, and more trails that loop back around to the duck pond area. Today we're going to the right, which will take us to Silberhorn Drive and let us continue east on the trail. This trail can be confusing, and just to prove that, here we are taking a wrong turn. Luckily, we were able to loop around and get right back on the trail. This was the exit we were looking for. It will take you right out to Silberhorn, and you only have to be on the street for a short time, but there's a nice wide bike lane. Here we take a quick left and cross Golf Links Drive. After crossing golf links, keep a sharp eye out on your left for an opening in the hedges. It's the continuation of the trail. You can see why I call these the hidden trails of Folsom. And here we're basically at the start of one giant loop. You can go to the left or you can go to the right. I would suggest going to the left first, because if you go this way, you have an epic downhill on your way back. Here I'm suggesting we check out the new firehouse. With all the new homes in the area, Folsom has built a lot of incredibly beautiful firehouses. And right across the street is El Dorado Hills, where we film a lot of our climbing videos and we do most of our climbing. I spot an old foundation on the side of the trail. There must have been quite a home here at one time. We continue along Empire Ranch Road until the trail turns up and to the right. This is at the corner of Empire Ranch and Broadstone. Once we reach the top of the hill here, it's downhill all the way back to the duck ponds. Here's another of the many new parks in the area. The ride is really almost all downhill all the way back to the parking lot at the Willow Creek Recreation Area. This is some of the most amazing downhill runs for trikes that I've ever been on. Well, there you have it, folks. Next time you're in the area and you want to avoid the crowds on the American River Parkway, check out the Willow Creek Trail. It's absolutely perfect for trikes. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.